So you want to turn your passion for photography into a full-time career? Let me tell you how. Many successful photography businesses always start out with photography being a passion or a hobby, and then over time, with a lot of patience and a lot of persistence, that passion or hobby grows and matures and evolves into a full-time career. And speaking from my own personal experience, owning my own photography business has allowed me to establish myself in this world and has allowed me the opportunity to release my creativity upon it as well. And on top of all of that, it has given me the freedom and flexibility that I wouldn't get in any other career that I'm interested in. So if photography is a passion or a hobby that you want to turn into a full-time career, I have 3 tips on how to become a freelance photographer. The first, and what I believe to be the most important tip on how to become a freelance photographer, is picking a niche and getting extremely good at it, to the point to where it's what you're specifically known for. Now, when I say niche, I mean a certain type of photography and even a certain style of photography that complements that type. See, when photographers first start out, and I'm sure you can relate to this just as much as I do, we dabble and we explore different types of photography. So like street photography, portrait photography, landscape photography, even drone photography. But at the same time, we explore different styles of photography. So more of a moody style of photography, or a more vibrant and sunny, saturated style of photography. And that's really good. It's really important to explore and diversify, because that's how you find who you are in this art form and who you want to be in this art form. But if you're going to get serious and turn your passion and your hobby into a career, you have to pick a niche and get extremely good at it. And that's because your niche then becomes your unique selling proposition in the photography world. Your unique selling proposition is your ultimate weapon against your competitors. It's something that they can't compete with, they can't copy or replicate, and it's also going to be something your potential clients look for. When a potential client thinks of a certain type or style of photography that they're looking for, you are top of mind. You are the first person that they think of, and you're the first person that they contact to be able to do the job that they're after. More times than not, your unique selling proposition is going to be the thing that draws people to you, and it's where most of your work is going to come from. So find your niche, turn it into your unique selling proposition, and share that with the world. Tip number 2 on how to become a freelance photographer is investing in the right equipment. When we start out as photographers, we don't really think much about our equipment. We just want something we can walk around with and take photos. But if you're going to get serious about turning your passion into a profession, you have to get serious about investing in the right equipment. Because believe it or not, photography equipment does play its role in how to become a freelance photographer. I also believe having the right photography equipment helps you become more confident in your skills, and it helps you become more confident that you can deliver on the expectations of your client. So you have to consider the type of photography you want to do, so your niche, and that will determine the type of photography equipment that you're going to need to do the best work possible. So you may not be thinking about investing in equipment right now. You might not even be thinking about equipment at all. But just keep that in the back of your mind, that if you're going to take photography seriously, if you're going to turn this passion of yours into a profession, you have to get serious about investing in the right equipment to do the right job. So that's ultimately going to help you within your niche, and it's also going to help you deliver on the expectations of your client. So invest in the right equipment. Okay, my third and final tip, my last tip on how to become a freelance photographer, is to build an online portfolio. As a freelance photographer, you will need an online portfolio to showcase your world to your potential clients. So that includes your website and social media platforms like Instagram. But your website is more than just a portfolio. Beyond using your website and social media platforms as a tool to showcase your work to your clients, you should be using these platforms to form deep and meaningful connections with your clients. You should use these platforms as a tool to bring your potential clients on the journey with you so they can get to know you more and get to understand you more and to actually really connect with you on a deep and meaningful human level. Because your potential clients are gonna want to do work with someone they can connect with. But that's not to say you should not have to worry about how your feed looks or how your website looks. The visual impact of your feed and your website plays a crucial part in building that human connection with your client. But when you're setting out your feed and your website, you should have in your mind a certain idea of how you want your client to feel when they land on your Instagram page or on your website. You should have an idea of how you want to connect with them and then articulate your content to evoke that with them. So your online portfolio, yes, is a portfolio to showcase your work, but it is also a platform to build deep and meaningful and real relationships with your potential clients. Because ultimately, they're going to do work with you based off the relationship they have with you and not so much about the images on your feed. So focus on building your portfolio to build a relationship with your client. So that's it, guys. That's the end of this video. My 3 tips on how to become a freelance photographer. I really hope you enjoyed it. I really hope you guys took something out of it that you can apply to your own journey and your own career. Now, I'm going to be making another 2 videos on this topic, so stay tuned for that. But for now, make sure you pick a niche and you get extremely good at it. Make sure you purchase the right gear to complement your work and your niche to be able to perform the best job possible and to deliver on the expectations of your client. And then finally, make sure you build up your online portfolios like your website and social media account to showcase that work to your clients and potential clients, while also at the same time building long-lasting, meaningful and deep relationships with them. So don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel if you enjoy the content that I'm putting out. And on that note, I'm out of here, guys. I'll see you in the next video.